Today I'm providing this video blog from Boca Raton Beach in South Florida. In previous occasions that you saw us at a beautiful beach of the Atlantic Ocean, we were primarily in the city of Deerfield Beach. This, of course, happens to be just a little above in the city of Boca Raton, where many other videos have been provided for you. Today I have chosen a very significant individual, a great literary figure of the 20th century, namely the Irishman George Bernard Shaw. I'm sure that most of you, if not all of you who view this video blog, know something about him. He lived a long, long life, having been born somewhat in the middle of the 19th century. He went very close to the middle of the following century when he finally died. He was a recipient of the Nobel Prize for Literature. He left many works that are still being studied and read and been a source of inspiration to some. He was primarily a dramatist, and so many of his productions were of that nature. But leaving his work behind, I want to say something rather interesting about him, who maintained up to the end of his life a great sense of humor. When he was already over 90 years of age, he was very ill and had to be submitted to a hospital in order to seek some recovery, which he succeeded in getting. But one day he called a nurse to his side, asked that she might lower her face to the level where his was on the pillow, because he had something important to tell her. And she complied with his request, knowing the gravity of his condition. But when she came down, he simply said, "Nurse, you know that my state is very grave, but if perchance you hear someone telling that I have died, would you please get a second opinion?" Of course, we all laugh about that, because if he died, he died. But for us who are living, I think we all need a second opinion. It is important that we ourselves seek that second opinion from people that we trust, to whom we can ask some key questions as to how we are faring in life, how our production has been, what good or bad have we been performing. And with the aid of others whom we trust, we can perhaps ameliorate our own condition and continue taking the daily steps that God expects from all of us and for which He empowers us as well. So this is the only lesson that I have for you today in this brief video blog. Let us seek a second opinion throughout the length of our days, so that we may indeed walk the talk and talk the walk. In other words, let us do those things that God has already instilled in us to accomplish for the good of many and always for the glory of His mighty name. So do it, dear friend. I've been trying that in order to continue in the right path and do the right things. Bye-bye.